Hello, ladies and gentlemen of Algebra 2. Welcome to Algebra 2A. This is Mr. Heron, and this is the first video talking about expressions, formulas, and solving equations. All of those things that you've been doing for a long time, just a kind of reminder, just kind of get you going. You need to be able to write and evaluate expressions and equations. Jump right into it. What is an algebraic expression? What is an algebraic equation? So, algebraic expression consists of one or more numbers and variables along with one or more arithmetic operations. So if I've got 4a plus 7, that would be a algebraic expression. If I've got 3n minus 2, that would be an algebraic expression. The difference is that in an expression, there is no equal sign. Okay, so no equals. That doesn't exist. All right, that's not there at all. For an equation, a mathematical sentence stating that two mathematical expressions are equal. So that means you will have an equal sign. All right, expressions are evaluated, equations are solved. So if the difference is if I've got an equation, that means I've got 4a plus 2 equals, 10. And then, if something like, n divided by 3 minus 3 equals 12, that's going to be an equation, two mathematical statements that are equal to each other. So notice, equation has an equal sign, expression does not. So PEMDAS, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, what a lot of kids forget is that multiplication go together, addition and subtraction go together. So another way to think about it, you do multiplication and division at the same time, going left to right. Same with addition and subtraction. So you take care of parentheses, then exponents, then multiplication and division together, not multiplication first, then division, together, and then you do the same thing with addition and subtraction, do it all together. So, following PEMDAS, so here's what you're going to do. So, getting rid of parentheses, so that's going to be distribute there. That's going to be 12 plus 9, so this is going to be 10 plus 12 plus 9. All right, so that's going to be 31. Another way I could have done this is to say it this way. I could have said 2 times 5 plus 3, but then in parentheses put that together. So that would be 10 plus 21, which would have still gotten me the same answer. For letter B, again, I'm evaluating this because there's no equal sign. I got to do that first. Plus 30 divided by 6 is going to be 5. So now I can do this, I can take care of parentheses first. So that's 2 times 10, so that's going to be 20. And I do this, actually I'm doing addition first because the addition is inside parentheses. Inside parentheses means take care of that first before you do the outside. All right, so anytime I'm substituting in, I'm going to substitute in exactly. And then I'm going to go from there. So what I have here is this. So that's going to be 3 times 12 divided by 12. So that's going to be 36 divided by 12. So my final answer will be 3. D gets a little bit more complicated. D gets a little bit messier because I got to go 2, 12, 8, minus 3, all over 3 squared. So now following rules here means on the bottom I'm going to have 9. That gets rid of that. On the top I'm going to multiply 2 times 12 times 8. Multiply all those together first. So when I do that, 2 times 12 is going to be 24. 24 times 8 is going to be 192 minus 3. Now, this happens before I divide by 9, so that's going to be 189 divided by 9. So after all that noise, I get a final answer of 21. So take a look at that. So simplify each expression. So let's combine like terms here, but I got to get rid of some parentheses first. So I'll keep the negative 10x for now. Now I'm going to take this all the way through. So I get 12x squared plus 6x minus 6 plus 4x squared. So now it becomes a matter of putting together same variable to same power. So that becomes 16x squared minus 10x plus 6x is minus 4x minus 6 is all I got left. There's my simplified expression. Thank you for playing. For B, if I distribute and distribute, but remember I got to take that negative with. So I'm going to get 4x minus 2 minus 12x minus 4. So 4x minus 12x will give me negative 8x. Minus 2 minus 4, be careful with signage, gives me negative 8x minus 6. So, when we're in word problems, find out what they're looking for first. What do they want? What are they looking at? So, the Pyramid Arena in Memphis, Tennessee is the third largest pyramid in the world. Area of its base is 360,000 square feet, and it is 321 feet high. That's the volume for the formula for the volume, where find the volume of the pyramid of the arena. So they want that. They give you the area of the base, and they give you the height. Figure out the volume. So that means I'm going to take 1/3 times 360,000 times 321. So it's going to be a really, really big number. So it's going to be 385,200,000. So you're looking at 38,520,000 cubic feet. That's an 8, by the way. Apologies. So don't forget geometry. Perimeter, what does that mean? That means I'm going around the shape. So if A is 9 and B is 10, so that's going to be 2 times 9 plus 5 times 9 plus 1 plus, when I get to B here, that's going to be 0.510 squared. Sorry, I'll rewrite that down here so it's a little easier to see. So this becomes 18, this becomes 46, this becomes 50. So that becomes 18 plus 96. So that becomes 114 centimeters. That is my perimeter. So, words to remember. So I'd take a look at these and keep these close by, especially at the beginning until you start learning how to recognize them. Added to, increase more than some, addition to, that's addition. Subtracted from, tells me right away subtraction. Multiplied, product, things like that, that is multiplication. Quotient, divided by, that's going to be division. Is the same as, is equal to, that's going to be my equal sign. So keep it on those things. So solving each equation, I can solve because there's an equal sign. So just like old school algebra, do the opposite of what's there. So 14 divided by 2 is going to be 7. For B, I got to put these things together. So 7 minus 3 plus 2 minus A. All right, this is kind of like having a 1A in there. So 7, 4, 5, 6. So 5A equals 16. A little division. That's going to be 3 1/5. Yes, fraction answers are legal. All right, don't get too excited because, yes, they do exist, and yes, they are not illegal. I can have a fraction / decimal answer. So here, 27, that's going to equal, me changing colors, that's going to equal negative 9y minus 45. Put these guys in there, plus 6y plus 6 times 8, which is 48. So if I put these together, it's 27 equals negative 3y plus 3. Subtract 3, 24 equals negative 3y. So when I do that, I get negative 8. There's my answer. So negative 8 is going to be my answer there. So take a look, see what they want. What is the maximum that he can spend on each window? So let's figure out what's going on. Carl wants to replace 5 windows in the bedroom of his 2-story house. His neighbors agreed to help install for $250. He's only got $1,000 to replace all the windows. What is the maximum amount he can spend on each window? So if C is the cost of each window, then that means he's got 5 windows, so 5 times C plus 250 for his neighbor helping him. then he's only got $1,000 to spend. So I've got 5C equals 750, subtract 250. So 750 divided by 5, that means he's only got $150 to spend on each window. All right, so spend some time with this, take a look, remember what all these things mean. Come talk to me with questions.